Whiskey Hobbit here, and today I'm reviewing the Elements of Islay CL8. This is a bottle at 55.2%, and I believe was released around 2017, roughly. I think that's when I bought it. And yeah, was, at least, I don't know what the price is now. I think it's still quite alright at auction, if you can find it. Or, I mean, I'd be surprised if you still find it in a shop, but yeah, it's not the most, because it's Caol Ila, it's not the most sought after bottle. Unlike the Lagavulin that they do, which also isn't that sought after weirdly, but it is absolutely brilliant. But today we're reviewing Caol Ila. So I also want to talk a little bit later on about the size of these Elements of Islay bottles. Nothing wrong with it, it's fine. Just pricing and size aspects of it, just because I need to talk about it. So this particular bottle, from what I remember reading, is roughly a mixture of 4 casks, all aged between, I think it was 9 to 11 years old, like 10 average. So yeah, not the oldest, but Caol Ila does really well no matter how old it is. In my opinion, it doesn't really matter when you bottle it; it's going to be good. It's Caol Ila. So yeah, on the nose, really quite a lemon peel kind of sweetness to it. Yeah, kind of like lemon ice cream, and then lots of ash and tar. It smells quite warm and hot, like I don't know, like a bonfire. Like, you know that when you've had a fire and you can smell the embers just coming off of it, and it's kind of like an ashy sweetness to it, a bit like that. And it works really well with that lovely sweet vanilla-y lemon. Yeah. There is something else in there. I don't know what it is. I'm just trying to think of the word to describe it. Kind of like a spice. Maybe kind of like nutmeg or something like that. I know it's not a spice, but you know, that kind of thing. Oh. Oh, that's hot. That's very hot. The lemon kind of fades away a little bit, becomes a bit more chocolatey sweet, and the ash and tar and heat is just in your face. That's neat, to be fair. That's a lot hotter than I remember it being. I'm going to add a fair bit of water to that. It's a really nice dram, I must say. The only issue I've got with this, and it's something I wanted to talk about, it's a 50cl bottle. That's fine. You know, it means it goes down faster, so you can get another one soon. Great. However, the problem I've got with this is the fact that, well, it's not a problem. I bought this back in 2017 for about £45. So if it was a full bottle, it's roughly 50% extra, because it's normally 700ml versus 500. So it's almost 50% on top. Now, if you do that, that works out at about £65, which actually isn't that bad for what it is, a 10-ish year old cask strength Caol Ila. I think that's fine. And it's really good. So I've got no problem with that. The problem I've got with it now is they've recently, Elements of Islay have recently released a sherry cask matured Caol Ila, which is CL12. So they've done quite a few between this and the 12. And the CL12 is only about, I think it's a mix of 7 and 8 year old whiskey, and it's all sherry cask matured. and it's £65. So you got to think, if I was buying a full bottle of that, like a normal size bottle, that's nearly £90. Actually, no, it's more than £90. It's about 95-ish, which is a lot. You know, that's a car strength bottle of Caol Ila, fine, but it's not old. It's not particularly got. There's not much to it that I can justify that price tag other than, oh, it's sherry cask matured. That's a bit more expensive. That's it. And it's like, no, don't, no. I don't really mind the fact that sherry cask matured whiskies cost more than bourbon cask matured ones, but that much more is quite significant. And it's also younger than this, from what I understand. So, why? It's just odd. And it's kind of making me worry because I mean, to be fair, it's very hard to find, but they do a Lagavulin LG so-and-so. Now, what one have I got? 1 second, let me check. I've got... Oh no, it's not here. It's over there. LG7, I think I've got. LG7. And I bought it about the same time as I bought this. And that was about £60. I think it was 60, 65. And that's great. And to be honest, I don't mind paying that much extra because it's about the same age, same style of maturation. The difference is that's Lagavulin. You don't get independent bottles of Lagavulin. And if you do, they cost a fortune. So that's okay. I'm hoping they don't suddenly jump the price up on that to £90 because that'd be really annoying. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But as this whiskey goes, I'm loving it. It's really good. I haven't actually tried it since adding water. It smells a bit like a building site in a weird way. Just kind of earthy, and then this kind of concretey-ness. Just very earthy and minerally. And also quite an iron-like nose to it, like sort of wet iron or something. It's come out a lot more cakey. Oh, that's good. Oh, the smoke's amazing on that. It really kind of like builds. So it gives you huge amounts of sweetness to it. Loads of lemons and kind of like a perry kind of thing to it. Appley sweetness. A little bit of sugar, just to sprinkle on top. And then tons of smoke. Just tons. And it's lovely. Absolutely brilliant. That's really good. I'm going to give this 91 because out of 100. Just because it does everything just right, and for me when I bought it, price wise and everything and taste wise, I think it's brilliant. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if I mentioned it, you can probably still find this online. Most likely at auction sites, and to be honest, I don't think it'd be hugely expensive at an auction site. But I wouldn't necessarily recommend buying it at an auction site at all. I'm not saying get it because unless you can get it for cheap, fine. But yeah, I'm sure I don't want you to run off and spend money. It's really good, but there are lots of Caol Ila out there, so all of which is probably going to be very good. So just wait a minute. Just because there's probably going to be a Caol Ila around the corner that's the same age as this, and you can buy it in the shop for the same price as this, But yeah, so that's my review. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next time. Probably rum, maybe. I haven't done rum for a while. Yeah. So until next time.